Hi, I'm Matthew A. Bennett, host of the Second Mix podcast, where we reflect, revise, and remix our lives. Have you ever felt like you were simply trying to be impressive? I feel like I've spent the majority of my life trying to impress people. Instead of just getting out there and doing what I did best, I always had that question, that thought, that weight in my mind of, is this impressive? Whether I was on the stage playing music or speaking or in any of my writing, I was always trying to be impressive. I have learned something over the years, well, at least the past 2 years, but I really had a lot of things clarified in a class that I've been taking by Donald Miller of Business Made Simple University. And in this class, he was teaching how to give a speech. And he said, if you are getting up on that stage and your goal is to try to impress people, those people, the audience is going to see through you right away that's what you're trying to do. Instead, what you should do is get up and try to deliver a clear, understandable message. And when you do get up on that stage and deliver a clear, understandable message, that's when you'll actually be impressive. So the act of not worrying about being impressive is in itself impressive. And I can see this applying to way more than just the stage. Whether you're writing, another thing Donald Miller said was most writers are trying to do two things with their writing. Number one, they're trying to tell the story. Number two, they're trying to show people through their writing how smart they are. And that's bad writing. When you're trying to impress people with what you are saying in the words and the way that you say it, that's bad writing. Good writing is just getting the story, getting the message across. So this applies to blog posts, videos, anything else that you do. If you're trying to be impressive, then that is going to be on your mind and you're going to be less impressive. When you can forget all that and not try to impress people, that's when you actually start to impress people. So it's kind of counterintuitive. We all want to be impressive. There's nothing wrong with wanting to impress other people. That's human nature. That's whatever instinct or whatever that we have to be part of a tribe. We want to impress people. But the way of doing it is counterintuitive. It's like we become more impressive when we stop trying to be that way. I've learned a whole lot just in the past few days. I can look at some of the things that I've done in the past and realize that this is true. I can see that it's true. I picture myself on the stage when I'm playing with one of my blues bands. I can see, or think back at least, to times when it's my turn to solo. So it's my turn to do this really killer piano solo. And if I was into the music and looking at my fellow musicians on the stage and just having a blast, my solos would be amazing. But if there was a larger crowd or a bunch of people watching or somebody in particular that was there to see me, maybe another keyboard player, and I wanted to show off and say, I'm really going to impress these people, my solos sucked because I wasn't letting whatever energy needs to flow actually flow. Because in my mind, instead of just being in the moment and doing what I was supposed to do, I ended up clogging that somehow by thinking I'm going to be impressive. I'm going to show off. I am going to make these people think that I am awesome. And that never works. It never works. It is usually the opposite happens and people know you're trying to show off and you look silly and immature. So the next time you get out there to do anything, whether it's record a video or play music or do a speech or write a book or write a blog post, the last thing you should be thinking about is being impressive. And if you do think I want to be impressive, then tell yourself that the way to be impressive is to do an amazing job on the post itself by doing whatever the object of the post is supposed to be. So no matter what you're doing, whether it is to write a blog post or give a speech or play music on stage, or even just in a conversation with somebody, you're talking to somebody in a bar or church or wherever you have your conversations. Instead of worrying about being impressive, do impressive things and just let yourself flow out of there. I hope that I've given you something that you can carry with you, something that you can reflect on and revise and remix your life. Until next time, I am Matthew A. Bennett, and this is the Second Mix Podcast. Hey, everybody. If you like what you saw today, please subscribe to the podcast or the YouTube channel, like it, share it, and if you leave any comments, I will get back to you in the comments section. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you at the next episode.